What if I told you that the World Cup might be one of the biggest, greatest lessons in peace that humanity has ever created? I know that sounds strange, but when most people think about the World Cup, they think about competition. They think about rivalries, championships, winners, losers, brackets. But I invite you to think about something for a moment. For a few weeks, billions of peoples from different countries, cultures, languages, religions, backgrounds all focus their attention on the same event. People who may disagree on politics, economics, and almost everything else can sit side by side and cheer for a game. And I believe that there's a lesson in that. For me, yoga has always been about much more than stretching. After being diagnosed with lupus in 2009, yoga helped me reconnect with my body, reconnect with my breath, and find a sense of peace. And over the years, teaching yoga all over the world has shown me something important. Peace isn't the absence of conflict. Peace is the ability to remain connected, respectful, and grounded even when differences exist. That's exactly what happens during the World Cup. Think about it. Every team enters the tournament, they want to win. Every player, they want the trophy. Every fan, they want their country or their team to succeed. Yet there are rules. There's respect. There's sportsmanship. There's a shared agreement that competition can happen without destroying one another. Now compare that to what happens in everyday life. Many people have forgotten how to have disagreements without becoming enemies. We've become so reactive. We've become so stressed. We've become so attached to being right that we've forgotten how to stay connected to each other. And this is where yoga becomes incredibly relevant. Because yoga teaches us something that the World Cup demonstrates on a global stage. You can compete without hatred. You can have passion without hostility. You can desire different outcomes and still recognize each other's humanity. One of the most important things yoga teaches is self-regulation, the ability to pause before reacting, the ability to take a breath before speaking, the ability to stay grounded when emotions are high. And if you've ever watched a World Cup match, you know emotions can get very high. Millions of people are celebrating. Millions of people are disappointed. Entire countries are emotionally invested in the outcome. Yet, the event continues because the structure is created to allow competition to exist inside of respect. Imagine what would happen if we applied that principle to our communities. Imagine if we approach difficult conversations the same way athletes approach competition. Imagine if we learned to regulate our nervous systems before reacting. Imagine if we took one deep breath before posting online. One deep breath before arguing. One deep breath before judging someone we don't understand. Because peace doesn't start in governments. Peace doesn't start in policies. Peace starts in people. It starts in the nervous system. It starts with our ability to manage our emotions instead of letting our emotions manage us. The World Cup reminds us that humanity has the capacity to come together around something bigger than ourselves, and yoga gives us the tools to create that same sense of connection in our everyday lives. That's why I'm so passionate about this work, because my mission to spread world peace through inner peace isn't simply to teach yoga poses. My mission to spread world peace through inner peace is because I believe every breath we consciously take brings us one step closer to that reality. So if you're a teacher, if you're an aspiring yoga teacher, if you're a leader, if you're someone who desires to make a bigger positive impact in the world, I invite you to join in on the mission. One of the ways could be subscribing and watching the videos. You could also join us every Sunday. I teach a class, 7 p.m. It's a free session where you explore how to become a vehicle for leadership, impact, and meaningful change. The details are in the caption. Bring your notebook, bring your questions, and bring your vision for a better world. Because peace isn't something we wait for. It's something we practice. I'll see you in class. Peace.